Have you ever noticed that almost everything we do is for a future that never arrives? When I finish college, I'll be happy. When I make more money, then I'll finally enjoy life. When I meet the right person, everything will make sense. The problem? This so-called perfect future is a mirage. You walk, and never reach it. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoics, already said, "While we postpone life, it passes." But it seems like we insist on living as if we were immortal. Imagine a hamster running in that little wheel. He runs and runs, but stays in the same place. That's basically most of us. We run after diplomas, jobs, cars, Instagram likes. And when we look back, we realize we've spent years without truly living. It's as if the present is just rehearsal, and real life will begin tomorrow. The problem is that tomorrow never comes. You know those shonen animes like Naruto or Dragon Ball, where the main character is always like, "I'll train more, I'll prepare harder, and one day I'll be the strongest in the world." Adult life is exactly like that. You spend years preparing for an arc that never begins. Except, unlike anime, you don't have 500 episodes. You have limited time, and nobody guarantees how many episodes your series still has. The perfect future is the most sophisticated prison there is, because it has no bars, no locks, but it keeps you trapped in tomorrow. You wake up and think, "Today I'll kill myself working, because in 5 years I'll finally rest." And guess what? In 5 years you'll be thinking the exact same thing. It's like that One Piece character Usopp who always says, "Someday I'll be a brave warrior of the sea." That someday never comes, because he always finds an excuse to postpone it. Seneca didn't sugarcoat it. He said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." Translation: while you wait to live in the future, the present slips through your fingers. And here's the irony. When the future finally arrives, it's nothing like you imagined. You create the perfect image in your head. But when it happens, it comes loaded with bills, headaches, responsibilities. This is the poison, the when. When I have money, when I travel, when I retire. But what if that when never happens? What if the money never comes? What if you never get to retire? It's harsh, but death doesn't respect schedules. It's like having your favorite series on streaming, but instead of watching it, you just keep watching trailers and speculating about the next season. You spent years imagining how amazing it'll be, but never hit play. Life is that series. And the perfect future is just the trailer you never let go of. In Greek mythology, Sisyphus was condemned to push a rock up the mountain, only to watch it roll back down for eternity. That's the perfect metaphor for the perfect future. You push your whole life waiting for the top, but it never really exists. Every time you get close, the rock falls back and you start over. Want to hack life? Stop believing the future will solve everything. Of course, planning is important. You're not going to blow all your money today as if tomorrow didn't exist. But there's a line between planning and living in standby mode. It's the same difference between preparing a dish and never eating it. You buy the ingredients, cut, season, cook. But when it's time to serve, you leave it for tomorrow. The result? The food spoils and you never taste the flavor. How many times have you said, "I'll start my diet on Monday," or "Next year I'll change my life"? Real life doesn't start on Monday, or on New Year's, or at retirement. It's happening right now, while you're watching this video. Remember Master Oogway in Kung Fu Panda? He said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift." That is why it is called the present, simple and brilliant. It's exactly what Seneca said, just with a wise turtle. Do you know the bug of humanity? We're the only animal that can live in 2 places at the same time, in the past and in the future. The dog is happy because he got a treat. The cat is chill because he found a warm place to sleep. And us? We're stressed because we messed up yesterday, and anxious because tomorrow might go wrong. We're basically the protagonist of Dark, stuck in time loops, never truly living. Many people think life is about doing great things, buying a mansion, traveling the world, building an empire. But Seneca said life is long enough, if you know how to use it. In other words, it's not about the number of years, it's about how you fill your days. It's better to live 30 intense years than 80 years always waiting for life to start. The perfect future is also fueled by comparison. You see someone on Instagram living a movie life and think, one day I'll have that too. But that's not the future. That's marketing. It's just a cropped piece of someone's life, and while you dream about their photo, your own life passes unnoticed. Here's the big twist. The present is all you have. Sounds cliché, but it's true. If you can't find peace and meaning today, you won't find it tomorrow. Because tomorrow is just today with another name. How do you apply this in practice? First, enjoy the micro moments. Hot coffee, a good conversation, a sunset. Second, lower your expectations. Stop waiting for perfection. Accept chaos. Third, live as if you were going to die. Not recklessly, but aware that time is limited. Fourth, silence the when. Replace when I have with what can I do today? Seneca said, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. In other words, there's no finish line. Life isn't a 100-meter race. It's a walk that only makes sense if you enjoy every step. The perfect future is an illusion created to keep you always dissatisfied. If you keep believing in it, you'll end up like the hamster, running without leaving the place. But if you wake up now, you'll realize life was never in the future. It was always here, in the present. And as Master Yoda said in Star Wars, always focused on the future, never on the present. His life he misses. That's the game. Either you keep postponing, or you hit play now. If this video made sense to you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. It helps the content reach more people and shows me you want more reflections like this. See you in the next video.